Hello, my name is Irving Barrett. This is my current show at NOHO M55 Gallery in Chelsea. I have two kinds of work in the show. This is one kind. These are called Xerox collages. And I make them by Xeroxing ink drawings that I've done, many ink drawings, chopping them up into little pieces with a grid, and then reassembling them in different colors to create a new image, a composite image, with registration points that I learned how to use when I was doing silkscreen at art school. They're colorful works, they're maybe neo-psychedelic, a little bit of Andy Warhol perhaps. There's movement, there's fragmentation, reassembly, and this is something I mainly did in the late 90s, early 2000s. Although I can always take these old source drawings and recreate these anytime I want. This is the most recent one. This is the second most recent one. This one was done this year, and that was done a few years ago. These are of my wife, who's unfortunately no longer with us, but that's kind of a tribute to her. And she's in the other room of this gallery where I'd like to move so we can take a look at the other type of work. This is the other type of work, and I call this paper mosaic collage. These are intricate portraits. On this wall, they're all portraits of my grandfather, the songwriter Irving Barrett, after whom I was named. I decided to do art instead of music, but this one is about my grandfather and grandmother on their honeymoon running away from the press. And I made a little pun on one of his early songs called Pack Up Your Sins and Go With the Devil. I turned it into Pack Up Your Songs and Go With the Mackie. But at any rate, over here are songs he wrote before he met her, and on this side are songs he wrote, the titles of which he wrote after he met her, so they're closer to her and these are closer to him. At any rate, they're kind of going on a little ramp here into the future. And over here is the show card source, and it's of my grandfather at the piano, juxtaposed and connected to a famous shot of Harry Truman with Lauren Bacall on the top of a piano. And I'm trying to connect the two together. And he actually did a musical about Truman, or in part about Truman, called Call Me Madame. So I thought it was an appropriate combination. And this is one side. There's also pictures of my wife on the other side, on the other wall, which you'll see in a survey of the show. But these works I was able to do more of recently because of the COVID problem, which postpone my show for an extra year and a half. So I took advantage to do the very intricate, labor-intensive work involved with these kind of collages.